On today's video, we're going to talk about Autofs, which is the continuation on our NFS video that we talked previously. If you have not watched it, go and watch the NFS server videos. And here we talk about Autofs, which is making an automatically mount into the NFS server when and only when the request is being initiated. So to do that, we're going to start by configuring an NFS server first, which I'm going to install all the packages that are required for sharing a file to the network. And I'm also getting my Vim editor as well. So after installing those packages, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my firewall is open, and I'm going to open all the different services and ports required to communicate to the network. So here I'm making sure my firewall is open. I'm opening the NFS service. I'm opening the RPC bind, the mount, and reloading the firewall daemon. So after doing that, I'm starting most of those services, which I'm starting the RPC bind service, NFS server, RPC stand, and NFS whatever that is over there. So at this point, I'm going to create a mount point from where the NFS server will be expecting any connection with other server to communicate with through the network. I'm going to give a full permission to that directory. And after giving the full permission to that directory, I'm going to vim inside the etc export. And inside the etc export, I'm going to specify here that I will be expecting a mount into NFS.share. And here I'm expecting a range of network /24, and I'm giving the read/write permission to anyone who's going to try to access to that network range. So system switch here, restart NFS server. I can do export fs-s to see what is a connection that will be establishing and what are all the different parameter that is expecting over here, and I could have done. So at this point, as we are setting up the NFS server, we need to go ahead and try to set up the NFS, the Autofs, which we have three types of Autofs. We have the direct mount Autofs. We have the indirect mount Autofs, and we also have the indirect wildcard Autofs mount. So for the first one, we're going to start with the direct mount Autofs. To configure the direct mount Autofs, we need to install the NFS util and the Autofs package. So I have the NFS util and the Autofs package that I'm installing. The NFS util is going to be mainly for me to get the package show mount, which is going to help me to verify from what permission or either what are all the what are all the configuration that is being set for this machine to be able to have access. So I will use my show mount -E on the NFS server to see what there's a permission that I have there, which is the NFS server is expecting a connection to the NFS share directory. And this is the range of the machine or range of the network that he will receive a connection from. So to configure the direct Autofs, we need to vim inside the etc auto.master directory. So this is the main directory or the main file for the Autofs configuration. But since you are trying to be a professional here, we are advised to create a subdirectory for all our mount, but make sure that we have the .autofs, which is how Autofs service, we know that it's an Autofs configuration. So we're going to do a .dim, and we're going to call our file here that we are trying to be connect is direct.autofs. So this is the subdirectory for the mount that we created. On the direct mount, this is where it's supposed to initiate the mount point. The direct Autofs always start with a /-, which in some word I like to say, like, I have no clue of what type of connection we are trying to do. Go directly on the second part of the mount point and see what's going to be the permission that you're supposed to have over there. So .direct. So if you say I have no clue of what is going here, go in this file and finalize see the rest of the permission that I'm supposed to get for this mount point. So now I do vim and I create this second file here, and this is where I'm configuring the mount point. So connect, and I will be giving the read-write permission, and the permission will be set to 1 and 2.168.50.56.50. And the permission will be established to home /nfs.share. So saving this. And here, if we do a mount to try to check what configuration, nothing has been set yet since we have not made a request of a mount point. If we do a df-h_c, we don't see here an extra file or an extra storage that is being requested. And if at the same point we do a ll on a home directory, we don't see any connect file that is created here. So as soon as we're going to do a systemctl restart Autofs, Autofs is going to go ahead and read that master.d file, and it will see that we are supposed to initiate a connection here, which we already see the connection directory that we create inside our direct connect, and we still don't have a file that is being mounted yet at the moment. Now we see that the mount point is already be established between our NFS server and our Autofs client machine. So if we see the inside connect, and inside connect, we decide to do a make g to create a directory that we're going to call directory 1, and let exit here. And if we do a ll into /home share, or that's NFS share, ll here, we see that file 1 that is being created here through the NFS direct connection. So if we go on another machine to create an indirect mount, and see how that configuration will be set for the indirect Autofs. In the same manner, we're gonna need to install the same package, which is gonna be our NFS util and also Autofs package to be able to do this exercise. After we install those packages, we're gonna go ahead and enable and start those services. We're going to go ahead and enable and start Autofs. And we can do our show mount to see what is the configuration that is being established to the main NFS server, as we supposed to know already so far. In the same manner, we vim into etc auto.master.d, and here we are doing a indirect .autofs. On the indirect.autofs here, we know that we are trying to establish a mount. That's why I'm calling this file no exist. It doesn't matter how you call it. And here will be specified when the mount point is going to finish to the file etc/auto.indirect. You can call it anything as you want. It's just to make sure that Autofs need to know the correct file to where he need to go find the rest of the configuration. That's why I'm always copying to make sure that I'm not gonna mistype it for any reasons possible. And I'm just gonna paste it here. And in here, I'm finishing the connection. Since the connection has started on the master file, here I can only add the connect without putting the slash in front of it. And I will give the permission that is supposed to have. And I'm going to specify when the mount point going to happen by giving the information of the NFS server /home/NFS-share. Same deal here. If I do a gf-hg, we are not going to see a mount yet. As soon as restarting the server, the service, Autofs. If I recall my command here, I will need to establish the connection, I guess, into connect. So as I made the connection with the connect, I'm going to go ahead and do my gf-hg, and we see our mount here that is being established. Here, if we decide to make a makeg 3, makeg 2, I meant to say, we exit and go on the main server and do a rl into /home NFS share, NF share. We will see our second file that was created over here on the main control service with the indirect connection. So for our third exercise, we're gonna do a indirect wildcard by going on the machine 192. Here, as the same deal, we're gonna go ahead and install the same packages, which is gonna be NFS and Autofs as well. Since we are gonna do the third type of Autofs, which is the indirect wildcard, which is allow us to mount all the subdirectory on the NFS server while the mount is being established. So I'm starting the same packages, and for fun, we still are going to do our show mount dash in on 192.168.56.50, which we are seeing the range of server that is supposed to be connect here. We're going to do a vim into etc auto.master.d, and we're going to call this indirect dot wildcard. Here I'm initiating the indirect mount by having my no exit. As I say, you can call this anything, it doesn't really matter, and the configuration going to be ending into indirect dot wild card. Here is auto.indirect.wildcard. So I'm copying this to make sure that I'm not going to make any mistake into that. And then I'm going to put that over here. Since we are doing an indirect wildcard, we are starting with the wildcard permission, and we are giving the read part, and we are specifying a 192.168.56.15, and the connection is being established on the home slash NFS dot share. Oh, since it's a NFS.wildcard, I almost forgot and made a mistake here. I should have ended that configuration with the N% at this point. So I'm saving this. It is in 192.168. I believe this is here that I made the mistake. etc. Read, right. Um, slash home slash NFS dash share slash N%. So same deal here. If I do a GF-H capital T, I won't see the mount yet. So CD into slash no exit. I will restart the service first, system CTL, restart Autofs. And then if I CD into slash no exit, I do not see my file here, so let vim back to etc auto.master.d and direct wildcard.autofs. Here I have my slash no exit, and here is etc, which is I'm making the mistake here, and we need to have a etc as it's being fixed. We'll do again a system CTL, system CTL restart Autofs. If we do again LL, we will see at this point our no exit file is being created. So we do a CD into slash no exit, and LL here, we don't see the file yet. We can CD into one because we know that we initially created the one file with the direct mount. And if we do a GF-HT, here we will see a mount is being created to our NFS server. So that was the three type of AutoFS connection that we get. Practices, go ahead and have fun playing with that.